Hello, I am Chris Chaka, and I am bringing you the ball sack. Just kidding. This is the second episode of the ball sack, and I will be reading the questions again completely blind. First up, we have Bad Alley Cat, who asks, "What's your best Grifball memory?" Well, on the court, it would probably be beating Red Ray, the one time that we were in the Pro League and they were in the Pro League, and it was a battle to see what team would win one game versus having a complete shutout. So on the court, that's probably my favorite memory. So Germanicus asks, "What made you call this the ball sack?" Do you really have to ask that question, Germanicus? I think you probably already know the answer. It's because it's like a mail sack, of course, and it's short for Grifball. Duh. Delta Sidearm would like to know, who's your favorite Spartan from Red vs. Blue? Doc. Without a question, Doc. He's a medic, he makes people more comfortable while they die, and he's purple. Crazy Muffin wants to know, why is a dancing penguin one of the smileys? Well, why not? Why wouldn't you want a dancing penguin? It's awesome. Lightsaber asks, what was it like to run the biggest Grifball league ever? Exhausting. But it was very fun, and again, huge shout out to all of the ambassadors for making it possible. Frantic J3 asks, I like bacon. Do you like bacon? I don't know if I should answer honestly or not. I might get a lot of hate mail. I enjoy an occasional side of bacon, but I'm not a huge bacon fan. Cal eats my bacon though, so I figure it's going to a good cause. Papa Chewbacca would like to know, why is it the ball always rolls to the other side of team spawns in every game ever of all time? I think it has something to do with physics, something about force being exerted upon an object, therefore changing the object and forcing it to move. Jedi Hunter asks, how many balls can fit in a sack? Well, it depends. Typically, you can fit at least 6 or 7 balls if you're using, say, a traditional soccer ball sack. For 4 guys, 1 ball, only 1 ball can fit in the sack, apparently. Crusader asks, how many seasons will it take Andrew Luck to win his first Super Bowl? Well, it depends. Is he staying with the Colts or not? Because if he's with the Colts, I would say 8. And if he's not with the Colts, I'll pick 12. Cannibal Cake, January's Grifballer of the Month and our very first interviewee on 9 Rounds asks, who has your favorite food-related gamer tag / site username? That's a really, really tough question because I do love cake and I absolutely adore muffins, and lamb chops are absolutely delicious. But I'd have to go with Taco Pizza Hunter because he has two things I love, tacos and pizza. Mr. Sinister, Captain of Majestic, who will be playing in tonight's Wednesday Night Grifbrawl matchup, asks a lot of questions, apparently, and I will just go through and answer a couple of them. What made Halo 3 the good old days? Well, there's a couple things. On one hand, you have people making the argument that that was the best Grifball ever because you could launch, there were a lot of fun mechanics, you could flowers easy, you could hammer jump, you could do ridiculous moves, and, so a lot of people think the mechanics and the physics of Halo 3 made it the best. As a student of psychology, I'm gonna go with kind of the primacy effect kind of things that we tend to remember that which we are first exposed to, and we also tend to prefer things we're more familiar with. Alright, here's a complicated one. Do you agree or disagree with the statement, theoretically, due to the added passing mechanics of Halo 4, once a team gains possession of the ball, they should rarely lose possession of the ball because they can pass it to safety? Well, if you've ever watched WAMP play, you will realize that just because it is possible to pass the ball to safety does not mean it ever gets to someplace safe. We have a question here from Mr. Idle Dissaddledid asked, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, he'd chuck all the wood a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Vet King asked, when you first heard of Grifgoose, did you think it was named after yourself or after the mongoose or mongoose that we use in the game type? Well, it's after me, right? That's what Cal said. So Snickerdoodle would like to know, what dream team lineups would you like to see play each other? Doesn't have to be current existing teams, mix and match is good. Okay, so a dream team lineup, I think I would really like to see the Avengers, so, Hulk and Captain America and Black Widow and Iron Man square off against, like, the White House staff, so, like, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and Joe Biden, and who would their ringer be? And Bo. And that's it for this week's Ballsack. Be sure to leave your questions in the Ballsack thread on the GrifballHub.com forums. Enjoy the game!